to win this series?
Oh, it's tough. I think on Overpass as well, for a fairly newish roster and some fairly newish players, that's going to be a tough ask, I think. If you make a few mistakes on Overpass, you can really start to give the game away. I think it's going to be difficult, but at least Contact have shown that they can just win individually, and if they can continue to do that, then they've definitely got a chance. Starting on that T side, we got some nades out for the Contact guys. Otto and Snappy picking up the utility.
Look at Golden's angle, though. Through the tunnel, Contact are trying to hide at present, but there'll be reasonable warning if Golden sees the swing. A double swing, but that's not necessarily a commitment. You can see the bunny hopping, facing the other way to try to avoid being headshot. Brolan has quite an angle as well, so Fnatic don't have a shabby setup for this. Again, it is pistol, so shooting the toes won't be very ideal. And Contacts make their way in. At least they throw the utility. They haven't committed just yet. 3 players in the tunnel. There's some counter flashes slowing them down. Golden is still alive, doing some more damage with this pistol round. Absolute decimation, dismantling from Fnatic. Great way to start off the final map.
Just stacking that B site. So many players there, and Golden delivers most of the damage. Great to see him getting early kills. We always talk about the impact Golden can have. He was a little bit quiet on train, but getting some early frags on Overpass will certainly help him out. Only the 1 M4 bought up by Fnatic, because Golden was the man with all the extra money. The MP9s are normally pretty good in these sorts of rounds, though, even if you are against the armor.
Do you know who created that original smoke?
I do not.
It was me.
Oh my god. It was James
It was me.
Bardolph himself.
Not the jump throw version of it, but the original crappy version.
It was
okay. Bardolph.
Right, gotcha.
It was Bardolph.
The idea was there. That's the main thing.
Absolutely. Oh, they're lining up. Take a ticket. Now serving number 4. Spink's not feeling hungry. Go back down the stairs. A question of damage, perhaps. A full spray from Flush of the MP9. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what the full spray pattern is of an MP9. Won't require many bullets for the final players, however. Esperanto on 27 HP. Just hiding because he wants some over-aggression and a free kill. Oh, that was very nice. That was very nice indeed. JW tried to make it as hard as possible, but Nightmare mode is still doable for Esperanto. And again, he's got 1 minute with which to make it as expensive as possible for Fnatic. You heard the desk talk about utility. The less money they have, the more openings, opportunities you might get in the future rounds. So every kill he can find will be great. Heading towards the bomb now, and Crims will put him out of his misery. So 2 players will survive. Preferring the Tech 9, maybe the moving opportunities of the Tech 9 over the Deagle. They move to 2.
Should be a much easier one this time for the Fnatic boys. Really nice shot from Esperanto.
Nasty.
Just plucking him out of the air. Not an easy shot to land. Damn, Esperanto has really bought back into this round. $1,700 spent. Rigon's bought quite heavily as well. But their money's not going to be great. If they don't get a bomb plant here, those 2 players are going to be without nades for sure. They might actually miss an AK as well. I think this is probably a slight over-investment from Contact into this round.
I like it.
If they can do damage, it's all right.
It's a confidence play. They had a pretty good game on train, and I feel like they have to come into this with high confidence. And they really are playing Fnatic at their own game to some degree. At least they were on train, it felt like it. With the way they were finding openings on the T side, abusing the pop dog position. JW hasn't been looking too sharp. He missed a lot of shots with the AWP in the previous game on train. And now, Desert Eagle's a little all over the place. Doesn't have too much time with which to try and warm up. And the damage is being done by Contact. They're in a 5 versus 3. There's no response for Fnatic. And how do you even seek information at this point? They're in a very difficult position now. If they send anybody out, they're very likely to get traded by the numbers. Contact moving like the Zerg army into the B bomb site. The swarm is here. The creep is being spread.
You could make a case for saving here if you're Fnatic right now. You've got a bit of extra money behind, and this is not an easy retake. I think if they had some nades, it would be so much easier to maybe molly some of these close angles to try and get some of these annoying positions out of the way. But now, if Contact don't give you any early fights, I don't know, man. This retake just feels so difficult.
Yeah, don't throw good money after bad. I love the confidence play with the investment, the calculated risk. We're hitting our shots, they're missing our shots. Maybe that situation, I think it was Snappy who had 4 AWP shots go his way and they all missed. Maybe that was telling for Contacts what extra opportunities, bonus opportunities they may be offered in this game of Overpass. Only 2 players of Kevlar. Fnatic delivered 10 damage in this round, despite the shortcomings of Contacts.
Early nade from Crims, which did not go according to plan. There's quite a lot of talk from the Fnatic players in some of the interviews they did with FURIA about this map. They said that some players are quite confident on Overpass, while some of them are not so confident. It feels like some of the players on Fnatic are really happy with their roles, and some of them don't seem to be that happy. They didn't tell us exactly who was happy with what spots, but it's a map that seems to be a bit up and down, at least according to the Fnatic players.
I would imagine Brolan and JW would be happy with the little duo they have working together. They've got the freedom of the upper area quite commonly. But if you're stuck on B, it's one of those thankless task jobs. If the T's come your way, it's not going to be easy. And you can see the buy Fnatic have after the losses on the previous round. 4 rifles in the MP9, not all the utility in the world. Brolan playing pretty deep on long. When he's playing on the A bomb site and there's a push, he likes to drop a smoke between the long wall and the bomb site, just to JW's left, which gives him more of a wall to play on to defend one side or the other. Quick peek from JW, but that will not protect him, that default bomb plant. Straight through the box in the head. There's Brolan with a little wall, a place to defend from. A kill here could be instrumental. Great angle, free kill on the bomb planter. The bomb has been planted though.
Boost up for Golden. The MP9 of Flusher doesn't want to take the fights. They look like they're waiting for a flashbang, but they don't have a flashbang. So they're finally going to peek, and the push from Rigon into the smoke. He's on the left side here. He's right next to them, waiting in the wings. Oh, Golden's giving it away as well. Rigon hears these steps. They run past him. Rigon's about to make a massive play in behind. How many can he get? He should get at least a couple. Spray about to be lined up. Rigon only gets 1. That's not enough. Fnatic should be able to get onto the bomb. Brolan has the kit. It's another close one, but I think Brolan just about has it. Fnatic bounce right back.
There was a very late scramble for a defuse kit there as well. You can see the sigh of relief. The kit was on the floor. There were smokes on the side. They still managed to find it, however. But indeed, that could have been a round for Contact. Otto looking sharp. And again, the smokes in this area, you've really got to watch out for those and see how Brolan plays around them. A nervous situation, though. But they're back. Both teams on the buy once again. I like how these rounds are playing out. They're scrappy.
Brolan got so close to denying the bomb plant in the first place as well. That would have meant that they wouldn't have to go so close on the retake. They would have been fine on the time. But instead, they have to speed it up, and they just about win it. As you said, though, still a buy for Contact. We're getting all action at the start of this game. We're getting all the gun rounds out of the way early. Whoever loses this one probably has to save low. Let's be real. There's not much money in the bank. A pretty important swing round early into this game. We heard the desk talk about they want to see Fnatic with the full buys. They want to see Fnatic build up that early money. If they win this round, they should be able to do just that. Then again, Contact are so good with the Deegs, who knows?
Keep an eye on 4 and 5 on the radar. Fnatic and JW, Brolan and JW, and how they rotate around together and how they react to things. Been all over the place on 8 already. Now we've got Rigon creeping inside toilets, and Brolan is here getting caught with a grenade in his hand though. JW is making his way down towards B, but now he's got to come back up again. And it seems that Contact are considering the rotation, but look at where their bomb is. Basically T-spawn. So will they head all the way towards A? Now they have to. There's no more presence on that B bomb site. It's a big gamble, but Fnatic are on the way as well. They've got a bank position where you watch the cross onto the site itself. Crims has got the sound cues, but there's one. There's a second one. And Esperanza's just going to lurk in the meantime. JW's been lost. The off angle's surely going to take Crims out here. Surely! Oh my god, that could be a massive booby. The bomb's got to get planted. 17 seconds on the clock. Trying to close the distance. We can see Otto on the left as the bomb gets planted. This is surely a free kill.
Gets the reload off, but that close angle, like you said, is going to be one that's hard to deal with. Crims clears it. Oh, it's a lazy clear. You can't be lazy, or that's what's going to happen to your kids. It's a good life lesson, one that Crims has had to learn the hard way. It was a 1v4, so he didn't have much of a chance anyway. He should have been dead already.
What's huge is Fnatic are not really having an opportunity to build their money. You said one team's going to be broke, and it's Fnatic on the CT side. 3 rounds from 5, and it's only going to get worse for them most likely. They're going for the 4th buy, in fact, so we'll see if they're able to turn it around.
Yeah, it's scary, because I feel like this is how they lost Train, honestly. Like, they just never had money for a really good buy. They lost like 2 gun rounds, and that was it.
Those are the worst CT halves. The Honey Badger Deagle in connector. 3 players towards B for Fnatic as Contact look to start slow. They're looking for aggression from Fnatic. You can see them around the playground position. And there's a weapon to be collected. We can see a 2-man push in short B as well. So Fnatic may surmise that no one else is around that B bomb site. And they could have time to rotate with the push up long as well. There are some pop flash plays to be had. So this could really spiral out of control for Contact. The AK is being collected by Flusher. Crims is in the short B, which allows Fnatic to have all this presence around A.
Rigon playing sneaky beaky like on A long. Oh, Brolan caught in the bathrooms. He's been caught there a couple of times already. Rigon not able to get the first kill, but he does clear the close angle, makes it a second. Rigon looking sharp at the start of this game, man. He's up to 8 kills. Really nice start from him. He's been entering a lot on this A site. Very successful in doing so. And even though Flusher got the first kill of this round, it's not going to go the way of Fnatic.
Flusher and Crims to try and hold on to what they have. So Contact is showing promise. And again, we saw some difficulty earlier, but the confidence we're seeing from the newer players against a style like Fnatic, it's good. It's good for the time being. Play your own game. Although, again, some may be still figuring out what their own game is. If we look at Kusta, for example, you know, he was put into very high teams, I think, before that development had come into play. And now it has a completely different player. We will learn as we go along with these players, though.
Yeah, even just look at like S-Attack. Like he's played basically every role before finally getting to Astralis and finally now seemingly to break out. On that heroic roster, he literally played, I think, pretty much every role you could. So it takes time for players to find their roles sometimes. I know on this Contact roster, some of these players they brought in are pretty aggressive. I think it was Snappy who was saying that Rigon, Esperanto, and Spinks are all pretty aggressive players. So Spinks is having to take a few more backseat roles than he might like. But it seems to be working out fine for them right now.
I want to say there's only been 1 round where JW's had an AWP thus far. 1 for 5 at the moment in a short-term slump. There's still time to come out of it. He'll join the team towards B. Again, a slow start for Contact as they try to avoid any nonsense sent their way by Fnatic. But as we look to the next buy round for Fnatic, he needs to stamp his authority around that A bomb site, around the party area with the AWP. He was fishing previously, but wasn't really served anything palatable. Here comes the numbers game into the B bomb site. Flusher and Crims there with the AK and the MP9 are making this winnable. Oh my god, what's going on? Flusher swinging back, looking for more info, forcing Contact out of the B bomb site. And now what do? They can still clean this up, but there are more weapons to be collected. They basically have no position. JW going for a peek. Oh my god, that was the 1 AK. If he had lost that, that could have really changed the fortunes. But now we've got a 1 versus 3. Snappy with a molly towards barrels. At this point, hoping that JW goes for another cheeky peek. And you never know. I can see him on the X-ray. I'm scared that he might actually do it. There are 30 seconds left. Time to play the trade frag situation. How do they keep winning rounds like this? The unlikely rounds.
Yeah, I'd love like the force buy stats or the half buy stats for this series. Because I feel like both teams have been winning quite a few of them. I reckon Contact have probably been winning more of the sort of Deagle rounds. Especially on Train, they had a couple of really key ones. But just in general, this has been a game where it's been very brawly, right? The force buys have been pretty successful for both teams. Snappy just having to save the AK. Still good amount of money on the Contact side on most of the players. They're even going to get an AWP out as well. And hopefully, this is where we'll get to see the AWP for JW come back into play. They've got money to drop it to him if they want to. He might stick with the AK, though. There's the AWP. Oh, Flusher is just going to keep that. Okay.
Well, he's seemed to be playing on the A bomb site. So we'll see how it goes. Is this because of underperformance? Is this a spawn-based thing? I don't know, but I do wonder. Again, it's normally Brian and JW playing together on A, so a change-up, and maybe this is what they need. If it's not working, throw the rule book out, change it, change the rules, make new rules. See if JW has a better time of things here. I mean, sometimes if you're not feeling it, if you're not hitting your shots, but you can do something with a different tool, then change it up.
Oh, JW's pushing all the way through B, man. He's gone all the way into the B short tunnel. Esperanto's spot is such a hard one to clear, though. I don't know. Okay, Esperanto with the reaction. I got a little scared for a second there, but JW is going to hit the deck. Man advantage found by Contact, and they're just going to keep it slow. Brolan is playing in connector as well. Always a position that can be cleared if you clear it from both sides. It's not been fully cleared yet, but Brolan's not looking. He's not looking.
Timing.
Oh, he thought his teammate had him covered from short.
Yeah, it's falling to pieces. They're trying to hold down 2 jobs here. Now, the bomb seems to be heading towards the B bomb site. But Crims is still here. He really needed that kill. That's the bomb carrier, Otto. Now the final players make their way towards the B bomb site. The balcony's been smoked off, as you can see. And now it's another question. Do you throw the good money after the bad? It's 2 versus 4. We've got Rigon lurking from long as well. So the save seems potentially unlikely for Fnatic. And it's unfortunate from their perspective. JW makes a play. Could work, could not work. This occasion it doesn't. They try and respond with a player in short B, but it just, Contact just pick right every single time. And even at 4-4, I feel like it's already scary if you thought it was a shoe-in for Fnatic on Overpass. It might not be.
Flusher and Golden just looking to save. Gotta say, Fnatic, they have been in, I guess, poor form recently, you would argue, just based on their results. I know they've lost their last 5 matches, but it's all against really top teams, is the thing, right? And Contact have obviously been playing against a different level of competition. So there is that question mark of, well, can Fnatic quickly bounce back from that against what should be weaker opposition? Is Contact's pretty good form going to help them in terms of their confidence? It seems to be right now. And this is quite an early timeout from Fnatic.
Nobody's won more than 2 rounds in a row. So we're seeing lots of scrappy buys. And again, Fnatic's still trying to figure things out. And if there wasn't a W that entire round, then who knows how it might have played out. Not to say that they shouldn't do that, but I do wonder with the different positions the players had, it was interesting. But it seems they'll go back to normal now. JW on the AWP once again. And Brolan with the AUG. So the first buy round of the AWP, we saw JW around the toilets. At some point, Brolan rotated off towards the balcony, heading towards B, then back to the site, went from the toilets towards long, etc. here or there. So they're really looking for the opportunities, but maybe it's the pace that Contact are playing out to stop them. Speaking of pace, it seems on the buy round, it's going to be a fast play into the B bomb site. Look at the aggression from Fnatic on A. They got 3 players by playground. The rotation is going to be long. It's going to be a pilgrimage to the B bomb site. They've lost all position, basically. If Golden doesn't get anything from this, he does actually glaze a bomb plant at the very least, maybe buy some time. Are there more opportunities for Fnatic?
Not many nades left for Fnatic, which is a real shame for them, because Contact still have nades left to work with. They still have smokes, they still have mollies, which can just lock Fnatic out of the bomb site. You can already see JW sitting behind one of those smokes, not able to get into play, but they've lost track of Crims. Easy kill in behind. Now in a 3v3, Fnatic will be liking their chances a little bit more.
It's getting better for them. It's getting better. Otto, 1 versus 3. It's doable. No shot into JW, though. On the high ground, there's a nice flick for him, still alive, playing around his smoke now. Another flick from Otto, can he find the last one? Crims will deny him, but he's got a kit. Has he got time to defuse the bomb, though? It's going to be close, but I think he's got it. Fnatic in the lead once again. Violent round on the B bomb site. I can't believe they won that.
God, that was so close. Esperanto there getting the early kill. Golden denying the bomb, definitely a big part of that. I think it's them losing track of Crims here that's really costly for them. JW then getting a kill in from short. It just seemed to confuse contact across the board. As soon as they lost that first player, they kind of started to seem to lose track of where they needed to be looking. And this game has been so back and forth, James. Just look at the buy right now for both teams. We have like a few premium guns and a force buy.
The same round again. Fnatic in the same spot, 3 around playground, more or less, 1 in connector. And contact charge into the B bomb site once more. This time there's no entry around the tunnel. In fact, Crim starts one better. There will be a trade though around the bomb site with a Mac 10 in the short B position. Bomb being planted. Broland lining up some shrapnel on the bomb site. That's going to do chunks to Esperanto. Maybe that will help Flusher with the UMP. We'll see what opportunities lie forth.
Ooh, smoke from JW. He's the one man with a bunch of nades left. He's actually taken damage there. Oh, missed shot from JW. Broland has to trade and he's not going to be able to. It's into a 2v2, but still Contact have pretty good post-plant position. Sitting behind those smokes is Snappy. Otto goes down though. Snappy wins the fight and Flusher can't find him. There's no time left. Flusher has to bail on the round. Snappy's probably dead to the bomb, but he doesn't care. Contact bring it back to a 5-5 scoreline. This feels like anyone's game right now, James.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Crims was the only man of the two with a defuse kit as well. Once he died, I'm not sure if any time remained to win that round. And again, they continue to trade. Back and forth we go. Forced by territory. No comfort for Fnatic. Again, on the T side, Contact will have a slightly easier time, but you can see the frustration. Why can't we win some consecutive rounds? The smoke is deployed again towards Monster. Pots and pans buy for Fnatic, 1 AK and the MP9. And this time Contact will be fast towards the playground. And the last 2 rounds in a row, Fnatic have been really aggressive here. But Contact made the right plays. Didn't always have the fairy tale ending, however. JW's in the bogs once again. No scope on this occasion, though. Doesn't go back to the wall. You can see he considered it for half a second, but fell back for a into the beehive, more or less, with his team. The Hornets are coming.
Ooh, that angle's always so annoying. Snappy taking a bit of damage. Broland with the first kill. Oh my god, those kills coming through. Snappy with a spray back, but it's only Esperanto. He's in the back lines, hoping that he wasn't really required in this round. Now he's got to win a 1v3, and he doesn't even have the bomb. AK's recovered by all the Fnatic players. This is going to be another round that almost certainly goes back in favor of Fnatic, and there's just no rhyme or reason to this game right now.
It really is a seesaw. Now, time is starting to run low. The bomb is pretty close to the site, but it is being guarded by not 1 but 2 players. And there's another smoke which will really kill some time. 28 seconds on the clock. What does he choose to do here? He's going to wait to emerge from inside the smoke. Golden, he heard the tag, and that will be enough. Smart stuff from Golden. Now, can Fnatic string together a consecutive round? The money is absolutely terrible for Contact. They've really come out of on the arse end of these force buys for round number 12. We'll see what they're able to muster. Lining up for Golden and in Divider. Again, just tag the knees there. The tag is, you hear the tag, you know that you've collided with someone, and that's enough information for Fnatic, but can they avoid losing to this force buy?
I was wondering if we see Contact go back to the fast B, which was pretty successful at netting them the bomb plant previously. Because their money is not great, right? They fully invested here, and it's only the Tech 9s. Like you were saying, their money pretty poor. JW's still getting aggressive, though. This is the kind of position where you could get caught out, you could lose an AK, and that could lose you the round. So JW's got to make sure he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he just heard some players run to the back of connector, which maybe suggests a B play or maybe a long play. We've got Broland moving up the long position to see what's going on there. JW, oh, look, he's put himself between a rock and a hard place. He has no support, and they seem to have found him. Door opens at the same time, so the trade was all but guaranteed. Molotov's down in a short B position. Flusher waiting for the right time to deploy, but he's got to get the kills as well, and he can't. Too many man on road. We've got flashbangs and Molotovs on the site itself. Players dropping from both sides. Man advantage for now for Fnatic, but it's equal. 2 on 2. as Contact looks to plant this bomb. They've got just under a minute to do it, so it's about fragging out for the time being. Golden on the low ground, Brolan on the high, and Fnatic get to their second round in a row at the very least.
It's never easy. It's never easy, is it? These have been some hard-fought rounds for both teams. That AK being recovered, obviously helping us Esperanto there get that second kill, but thankfully for Fnatic, they were able to rotate down in time. A couple of key fights, one at the end there. Brolan being that rotator down from A. Just taking a look at the scoreboard as well. Golden has been killing it. 14 for 6. Crim's up there alongside him. Fnatic still with a chance to build up some bank. Another round where Contact have to go for a low buy. Another round where Fnatic could get some extra cash and try to finally build that economy. I mean, it's so late in the game, the economy shouldn't matter as much right now, but they would like that bit of breathing room.
I bet JW wish he had an AWP in that situation. It's a nice angle to hold up there. Spotting players coming out of connector, but also coming around the outside towards divider. It will be the M4 instead. I don't know if the AWP's had any impact in this half so far. Left the fullback eventually. Some tagging through the wall. Brolan and JW. There are so many numbers here inside these toilets. They could run out of bullets at an awkward time. JW stands ahead though. He will not back down. There's the bomb, which surely means reinforcements. They're lining up. Oh my god, Esperanto left and right. 1v3. A quick highlight, but he will be put down by Golden as we move into the last 2 rounds. This is the first time we've seen 3 rounds in a row from either side in this half.
I just got word in my ear, James, as well.
Oh,
I was asking about
what they said.
No, it's nothing bad. Don't worry. Did you just assume it was going to be something bad?
I don't know.
Well, they were just telling me about the 4 spies. Apparently, there have been 7 4 spies won, and 5 of them have been by Contact. So that kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier.
So
Contact,
every round they've won has been a 4 spy?
No, I don't think that's on this map. I think that's in the whole series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it gives you a good idea as to how Contact are winning some of these rounds. And oftentimes when you win that 4 spy, it really helps just completely swing the economy game. And I think that's been a big part of why Contact have been able to be so competitive in this series. Now we finally got the full guns back out, though. AKs for Contact, and Esperanto is feeling it right now. After that last round, he got 2 great kills. He's just heard Crims jump off the site as well.
God.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to go nuclear there.
Yeah, not on this occasion. JW is back on the AWP with Brolan moving towards the toilets after early presence in long. Oh my god, just through the smoke. JW will trade, but how many more bullets has he got in him? He saw 2 or 3 plays on the def cam, and Golden will send him to the morgue, or just the 1 in fact. 2-on-2, fast moving action as flashbangs fly in on the high ground from down the stairs. Rigon planting default. Got to get it fast. Molly lands on the site, but not fast enough. Oh my god, that spray from Flusher. He knows every penetrable angle. It's ridiculous. That makes it a 2 versus 1. Both plays with kits and the smoke. Surely they can fish out Spinks, looking to hide in plain sight at present. Fnatic lurking on the site at the moment. Not out from bank just yet, but they've cleared a truck position. Flush is about to turn the corner, I think. They've got to get on that bomb, though. Smoke is up, and they're both going to be in the smoke. Not really looking too much. Crims will entertain. The transfer is there, but he can't make it. And it will be a 4th round in a row for Flusher, and he'll finish off Spinks afterwards.
Good effort from Spinks, trying to play safe, trying to play it, well, patiently there in the clutch. Just kind of crouching down in the corner. Nearly worked for him. God, that spam from Flusher, he was running around a little bit as well. He eventually lined it up, and unfortunately Spinks' guess is wrong on the side of the bomb. So into the last round of the half we go. Fnatic finally getting something together towards the end of the half. They've won 4 in a row. They finally won the economy game. That's what's got them to this point. If they could get a 10th round, they would be delighted with that. And JW hasn't been too aggressive on these early fights so far. That's about to change, though. Otto spotted and taken out of the action.
Can he fall back in time? Because there are players moving up into his position. And he's just bunny hopping with not a care in the world, no information around party or the toilets because his teammate is miles away. Esperanto will clean up for the final round on the B bomb site in the meantime.
Let's see if they can get it. 4 players running straight to the A site for Contact. Good work out for them, especially because Fnatic is spreading out early, so it's not going to be a fast push from the Swedes. Spinks spotting mid, and now that he's seen that mid's clear, Surely some of these contact players will start to switch up their positions, but they're not making that move yet. They're happy to play the clock. Fnatic is still just sitting back as well. It looks like Fnatic are kind of expecting aggression here. This is almost like a default setup from Fnatic where it looks like they're waiting for someone from contact to peek them. Now that's going to change though. Fnatic start to group back up. And I don't know about this connector stack. If the mid push starts to come in, it's going to be pretty difficult for contact to actually deal with that.
Flusher was showing some leg towards the B bomb site. There was no response. And he thinks he's been led into a trap. So you can see Spinks is the only person showing towards the party area. Lots of bunny hops, and he suggests that he is alone. They have set a trap, a bear trap. But can they catch a leg with those horrible iron claws? That is the question. Spinks continues to spot and pop one. And now he's got some teammates coming in from the ladder, and Fnatic are caught in a crossfire, but they can and will deliver. 3-on-3, Rigon is going to entry with kill JW, sorry, as they make their way towards the A bomb site. Fnatic, but Snappy is here and he's waiting. He'll take one in the face, but he's still alive. Flusher trying to get around the corner, find that fatal shot. He will. 2-on-2 now. Both CTs by the toilets. Crim's alone, 1v1, trying to catch him before he can draw the gun up, but a headshot. Now he's got to reload, gets around the corner. 1-on-1 with Rigon. Lots of right clicks. He wants to make sure he's got a single click. What's going on? He's dropping a smoke grenade. He's got burst fire on. Moving around now. Back into single fire. Rigon peeking. Oh, into the smoke goes Crims. Back to burst fire. This is absolutely ridiculous. Standing in the smoke, dodging the bullets. He's got 8 HP, but can he deliver the actual kill? Oh my god, I can't believe it.
What a shit show.
Oh my days.
Oh my god. Well, Fnatic win the pistol round. I'm not going to say it's the best pistol round they've ever won, but it is a win. That's the main thing.
I got tongue-tied before the madness began.
I know, right?
Bloody hell.
I think Spinks played this really well to begin with. He realized he just needs to stay alive in those bathrooms and be a presence there, because this connector stack from contact was actually something that was unexpected. Fnatic just not ready for so many players to be in con, so that works early. I love that Spinks was playing it patiently to begin with. Then, though, as he pushed the site, he just couldn't get the kill onto the planter. That's really the moment the round seemed to fall apart. And for what it's worth, it's Fnatic who have just taken a tactical timeout after winning that round.
I think Fnatic have won the last 4 pistol rounds in this series, if I'm not mistaken. I think they won both in the previous map. I could be wrong, but they certainly have on this one. And this is a problem for contact, because if they lose this force buy, we are essentially talking about a 12-6 start to the half in the final half of the series, essentially, which is a bad place to start from. However, we have seen a lot of Deagle kills in this series already, and maybe we're about to see some more. 4 Desert Eagles on deck. Otto with the Scouts. Love the movement speed on that thing. We recently saw someone figured out how to get the train stuck on the train tracks temporarily with a decoy grenade. Not sure if it has any utility in a professional match. Kind of surprised we haven't seen it from JW.
If there's anyone who would do it, it would be him. More Krieg action from Crims. I always bring up the Krieg whenever it's bought, just because somewhere deep down within me, I want it still to be viable. I used to be a Krieg player, James. When I was first introduced to the game, I was told that all the pros use the SG, and I believed it, and I learned the spray pattern for the SG, and I was stuck on it for ages.
I used it before it was popular.
Yeah, I used it.
I wasn't a salty Avril Lavigne fan, though. It's like, nah. Yeah, it's mainstream, can't use it now. But it has shortcomings in its current iteration. The fire rate is simply not fast enough. 43 seconds as Fnatic look to collapse on the A bomb site first. They've got to deal with Divider, though. JW has not checked it properly, and that's going to cost him. Snappy hiding in plain sight. He's delaying. He's causing problems. But Fnatic are on the site. Flusher coming in from the back. Oh my God. He's got to get this kill. He's got to get this kill. He won't.
Okay, let's calm down. Let's calm down. 3v3. Golden's got another kill. It should be fine. Rigon almost falls. Flush's mistake won't come back to haunt him because Snappy's going to save. It's still just, it never feels convincing, does it?
It's not comfortable.
No.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah, I'm always on the edge of my seat.
Not comfortable at all, but it is a key round to win. Again, we look at that 12-6 score line, the halfway there. Is he going to survive? He is. Well, we'll see what they can do with this AK. They've got about 10 seconds, or a bit more than that, to figure out a plan, maybe with some pop flashes. I think much earlier in the series, we saw an AK and... oh no, it wasn't a series, it was Xantares yesterday. A rifle, and they brought some flashbangs around it to try and allow him to swing on a position. No flashbangs in this situation, though. Just the AK, a HE grenade. So we'll see what they have in mind. I mean, again, they've done plenty with Desert Eagles, but I think it would be nice to have one flashbang to make a play with this. Now the rifle will quickly be lost. Spinks with the USP will try to escape. He will be denied by JW. So the weapon will be protected. Now, maybe Brolan comes over to upgrade his UMP, currently in the playground position. Oh, Rigon's gonna take them by surprise, but no kills. And this round has been quickly and promptly neutered. 5 versus 2.
12-6, almost locked in at this point for Fnatic. Golden eventually getting that headshot. Esperanto will also fall. Golden threw away his gun for a second, but it's okay. He's got the AK back. And now we get the buy for Contact, one that they really have to win. Otto's got the AWP out. M4's on the rest of the squad. We talked about Esperanto on that M4A1S. He's been rocking that throughout the series. It's really got to be a round win here for Contact. Otherwise, this game is going to get out of hand for them. It is going to be Otto AWPing on the A side of the map, as you would expect. JW wasn't very assertive in that first half when he had the AWP. Otto, though, wants to take some early fights. He's been mollied out of position. He's not going to get the chance to pull the trigger just yet.
Short B's being taken by Fnatic. Again, JW with the HE tricks. I think that was by design. Kick up the dirt, jump past the angle. AWPer can't see. Bomb needs to be collected. Maybe Brolan's the man to do it. A lot of presence from Fnatic. Double HEs, Esperanto's gone. Rigon dancing around the pillar. Not the only person in B. Not the only body in B. Snappy at the back in the water. Golden continues to push forward. There's a trade from Flusher, looking to continue the area control. Bomb will make its way through Monster now. JW in control of toilets, and again, essentially starting the half 12-6 does not give you many buy rounds if you're not going to be successful in the first one.
Oof. That is quick and easy for Fnatic. It feels 13-6 in their favor now. And I think Contact may just see this game slowly slipping away from them. Great shot from Golden. Gotta say, Golden's form in this series, it's been up and down on the maps, but I think on the maps that Fnatic have won, he's just been excellent. He's top of the board again. I really enjoy seeing Golden frag so well as well.
Yeah.
I think for a long time he was a low fragging in-game leader, but he seems to have these games now where he's really on point.
Yeah, he really does fit the style of Fnatic as well. Glad to see him on the team for sure. 3 rounds away now are Fnatic. The Eagles are out again, which means nothing is guaranteed for the boys in the lead. JW with the UMP has cleared the connector position. That wasn't checked last time we saw it. Caused some problems for Fnatic. Otto's spot. I think it was snappy last time. Fnatic using the range of long. Putting a smoke up at the end of it, clearing the toilets. Don't forget Divider, however. Rigon's still in short B, which may give Contact some confidence to focus the offense towards the A bomb site. Oh, here's a swing. JW hasn't been wrecked by that flashbang, however. And the anti-eco is in a good spot, 5-on-3.
Still 2 CTs on the A site, but they're not going to be able to hold off this entire full forced attack. Roland just jumped into the flames for a split second, but Snappy misses. Oh, JW whips out the knife. That is what we like to see. JW with the backstab, Fnatic with their 14th round, and Contact with one last stab by to try and keep themselves in this game.
Sometimes I feel like JW is playing a video game in a video game. It's like, some people will be like, oh boy, there's $1 million on the line. He's just like, let's have some fun. I got a purple knife. Boom.
Purple gloves as well.
2 rounds away from victory are Fnatic. 14-6, and the AWP's out again for contact. Every round going the way of Fnatic thus far. And again, there is a procession of Fnatic players heading towards the short B position at the very least. The bomb outside monster for the time being. They know one is right side pillar, now left side pillar. That's Rigon. By monster is Esperanto, but there's no full commitment just yet. See Spinks in connector, catches JW off guard. An unusual place for a CT to stand early round. Contact have got something to show for this round so far.
Good to see them getting an early kill. Oh, and the boost is quickly traded. Flasher ready for that fight. Wasn't quite quick enough on the trigger, though. His teammate falls before he can do anything about it. So Fnatic remain a man down. Flasher taking the fight and not winning it. Sprayed to the body while Rigon replies with a headshot. And if you've ever played Counter-Strike, you know it's all about the headshots. So that puts Fnatic into a 2v4. Golden and Brolan just looking to make something happen here. I don't know if Brolan's going to be quite ready for some of these angles, though. Especially if Spinks pushes out. I don't think he will, though. He's just holding that shadow angle right now.
Accuracy still pretty damn good on the Krieg. 25 seconds. He won't be able to make an expensive Brolan. Contact to make their way to half the score of Fnatic. It's a long road up. That's their first round of this half. Not too late. They'll play seriously. It's a big buy coming from Fnatic. It was a bit dry towards the end of that round for them. And off they go. And let's see how many players Contact will invest into the B bomb sites at the beginning. It seems like there's a potential of 4. Speaking of, there'll be man on man on man. Looking towards this B bomb site. 4 players on deck. Got some jump peeking going on. And, oh, there we go.
Oy.
Too many cracks of the whip. Now, the thing is, you know that 4, maybe 5 players are all in the same spot, so there is a potential to respond aggressively for contact, but if they make a mistake, could be match point.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's Otto's AWP that's in bathrooms right now, so it's really hard to confidently push and get into position in time with that AWP, knowing that there could be multiple Ts running at you pretty quickly. So he's just having to sit back in the bathrooms. This is where we might have to see someone for contact make a play. Just under a minute left on the clock. Finally, some nades being deployed by Fnatic. That's their first smoke being used in towards the A site, but they're coming back to B. Crimson will be left as that player on the flank. Golden with a really interesting smoke lineup. Going to land towards the A site, but it's the B play we have to watch out for.
Contacts have got 3 smokes remaining. And we have to bear in mind the time here. There's a lot of time for shenanigans. Despite that early kill, they haven't really done too much after that. Fnatic now making their way into the B bomb site where we have Rigon. He's got to deliver here. Hiding in plain sight. Buy time for the rotation. They've got to secure the bomb plant. Bomb's on the floor now. So again, despite the flashy first kill, what have they got to show for it? JW's got 17 seconds. This round's not over just yet. 14 seconds. Looking for the kills rather than the bomb plant. It's going to be hard now. He's 1v1. Where's the last player? Surely not. Spinks is below him. Going for the fake, but he's right behind him. Didn't think they'd get that far, but they did. But still, contact survived, but only with 1 player somehow.
It sounded like a pantomime at the end there. He's behind you. Did not realize in time.
See, I feel like Fnatic they expected a potential that they could be an aggressive play. Spent a lot of time looking playground and so on. But again, they hadn't challenged contact in terms of contact utility, which allowed them a few options towards the end. We're going with an important frag. And they keep Fnatic off match points.
Can I suggest a nickname for Rigon, James? Can we call him Rigon the Wriggler? Because he's wriggling all around the bomb site there. It's not a very cool
You can do it. I
is
don't like the way. I don't like the word wriggle. It sounds gross. It feels gross to say it, so I'll pass. I just keep thinking Rick on Game of Thrones, but there's no relevance there. Oh boy, Esperanto is out in the middle of no man's land. And Rigon's going to do the job. And now they've got to take out Otto in the meantime, but he's got a good angle for the AWP. Missed a shot though, and now it's a race to I don't know where. The bomb is still near T-spawn. There's a Molotov in the toilets. I'm not sure if they know that 1 or 2 players are here. This is a very weird round all of a sudden. But I feel like JW has got to make a play. His teammate did die though through Monster. It's such a strange round right now. How have they escaped into this situation?
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a really passive B site hold as well from Contact. They're playing pretty far back. Now they're starting to move on up. Door open by Brolan. I don't know if that's been heard or not. We're not seeing much of a reaction. That step should have been heard, though, and the smoke into the B site might give the game away. Counter utility from Contact, though. Look at the minimap. There are 2 CT smokes up right now, so Fnatic aren't comfortable pushing this B site. Crims gets the first kill through the smoke, though. That's going to prompt them to push this site.
22 seconds to plant the bomb. 1.5 players on the B bomb side. We can see Snappy here around the back, but it's Esperanto who really has to stop this bomb plant. Eking their way forward. A flurry of kills now, and it's Spinks and Otto. They can't stop the bomb plant, but maybe they can win the round. Fnatic fighting for match point. Spinks has to pick the right time to make his play around that connector position. AWP standoff. Otto so close to the corner of contention, and that leaves Spinks alone. Going for a desperate wallbang. They know where he is now. JW not shy at all, not playing trade frag situation. Doesn't have too much HP either. Got to be real careful. That molly might be enough. In fact, the spray will be 1v1 now. Looks the wrong way though. Match point Fnatic.
Comes close, but Brolan wins the final fight and wins Fnatic their 15th round. And I think you can see Krim starting to, well, I was going to say he's starting to look a little more chilled. He isn't really. He always seems to look stressed. But I think Fnatic should get this one. That spray from Crims, I think that's what wins them the round, honestly. They had the smokes up on the Contact side. They had the smokes at the ready. But just getting that 1 kill makes them so much more confident pushing that B site. And look at the buy for Contact, James. This is not what you want when you're down 15-8.
Buy absolutely sucks. There's a play from both teams towards the short B position. The pop flash, though, from the CTs will be good for a time. But Rigon, such a desperate situation for him, trying to make it work with the Deagle. Not on this occasion. 3 players remain. Deagle, Mag 7, MP9. Esperanto stuck in the corner. Crims making sure he clears it properly this time. JW sitting on the angle. He can stop the rotation towards short B from Connector. And that leaves Spinks. Again with the Mag 7, the same as the previous map. One of the rounds at the very least. Oh, JW's looking away from the door. That's given him an entry in and an upgrade. Surely not. Not like this. JW can flank though, or try to. The bomb is planted. He's just picked up a kit, Spinks. Playing trade frag situation, there's a tagging from the back, and Brolan will finish him off. 16-8 for Fnatic. They did it in 3, and they stamped their name on